to all members of Bihar Industries Association, all members, and also to the Honorable Member of Parliament, Saikyaji, National Secretary, BJP, Ruturaj Sinhaji, to cover this interaction program with professionals and also the industry members. Thank you for having me here. I take this opportunity to communicate some few thoughts that are there in my mind. We are at a juncture in India when opportunities are very clearly before us. The last 10 years not just because of the wars globally. There are 2 wars happening, not just because of them, also because of them, but mainly Bihar Industries Association, Bihar which is politically very, very conscious, Bihar which knows to absorb the nuances of political decision making. I take this opportunity to say which will lay the background for what the members and the office bearers of the Bihar Industry Association have spoken and given me as representation as well. So, in the like Prime Minister Modi had to face, and I say this because as Chief Minister of Gujarat, Prime Minister Modi showed the state into industrializing itself. But at the pace at which, the scale at which, the speed at which that industrialization was taken up, because, pardon me for comparing, I know a lot of people are also recording, you can always carve out something. सर नहीं है, पैर नहीं है, बीच में से निकाल दिया और finance minister ने ऐसे कह दिया, you can always do all that. But I want to tell you, I'm saying with several and pair. So please don't do this. Comparison इसीलिए कर रही हूँ to show the sharp contrast. Gujarat is a water shortage state. Even a groundwater table had so bad that small crops even during some rainy season could not even be undertaken. Drinking water shortage. That is why you know the saga of Narmada river had to be taken to Gujarat, for which the day was not in favor, and it got delayed and delayed and delayed. Ironically, it started even in the 1950s, and Congress did not show any interest in spite of ruling Gujarat for several years. So, the struggle for Gujarat, not agriculturally abundant, and therefore industry had always been the feature. The scale and the speed and the rapidity with which industrialization had to was felt and respected by the Chief Minister then, and therefore he took it upon himself to make sure that Gujarat benefits. Similarly, many other states did it for themselves, Haryana, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu. Just for a moment look at it, Bihar is not short in water. Bihar's rain is good enough. You have not just one Ganga, you have 2 or 3 main Himalayan rivers. So actually you should be wealth creators of such proportion You should be wealth creators through your agriculture. You should be wealth creators like some of the northeast states like Himachal Pradesh, Himalayan and northeast like Arunachal Pradesh for instance, like Sikkim for instance, in hydroelectric power generation. You have rivers. You should be by now well covered network, major or minor. By now, agriculture and allied industries should have found reason to be here, whether to process your makhana or to get edible oil of good nutrient value, or your sarson, or processing paddy itself, rice itself. The year of millets in 2023. I was looking at the table of states which produce millets. Coming from the south and also being an MP from Karnataka, Karnataka stood out for me. Oh yes, maximum around here. When I saw Bihar's millet, it was as much as Karnataka. The year of millet should have been an opportunity also for Bihar to have more millet and the rewards given to them, procurement of millets and processing of millets. I'm just highlighting the existing strengths of Bihar. So if that is water, if that is agriculture, if that itself can be the ground for your employment. In fact, the surplus labor which remains in agricultural farmlands, which originally economic textbooks would say underemployment, where two people's job is being done by one person. Am I right in saying? No. There are more people doing one person's job. Underemployment is that. So you want to underemployed fellows from agricultural farmlands and put them onto other things, allied activity. If that is agriculture and related activities that you have naturally been given to you. Power sector naturally being given to you. Irrigation naturally available. There are some states which don't have rivers. Or perennial rivers are not there. There will be some north-south river linkages and because of that drinking water problem will be addressed. You are God blessed, you don't have that issue. So, if agriculture and power generation and everything, manufacturing is one in between where India's manufacturing also will have to be stepped up. So I'll come to that. Go to the services. Services today 60% of our GDP in India. Normally, what do you think? Agriculture, manufacturing, intermediaries, industries, and in that intermediary service also gets joined. That's your technology having come. Service sector, which is IT driven, grew without government help at all. In fact, there was a time when people used to comment they grew that level of 60% contribution to GDP only because government stayed away. There are some people who say it. But where did these grow? These grow in these centers were willing to accommodate these kind of facilities. Uninterrupted power supply. Readiness to have people with qualifications come and do jobs there. urbanized living where facilities are available and therefore people can come from any part of the world, any state of the country and stay there. Communication and transport, logistics. Therefore, rapidly in India, you have Bengaluru, you have Hyderabad, you have Gurgaon, and now satellite towns in other cities which are close to these places, Bengaluru and therefore Mysore, Gurgaon, now Noida. So around that area, the NCR outskirts. Now Hyderabad and therefore around Hyderabad it is expanding. Driven manufacturing is also going there. Maintenance, repair and operations for aircraft leasing companies, MRO. So look at the way in which existing strengths of certain areas have benefited in setting up business, bringing industry. Where are the SaaS growing? What are SaaS? Software as a service. Where are they going? Where you have the opportunity to have IT related facilities. Where young people with that qualification are available for you. Already an ecosystem prevails. Okay. 10 years global capability centers all over the world are coming up. What are these centers? For big companies which are running in any part of the world, the operations are managed from here. From global capability center, they can be in India and they can be anywhere else. In short, they are called GCCs. Of the 100 GCCs which are available all over the world, 50 are in India. For the rest 50, Indians are managing them all over. And I'm sure very many Bihar people are also in them. So I'm just laying the landscape of how productive activities happen, be it in agriculture, be it in utilities, and be it in industry and manufacturing. So what did last 10 years do towards this? Whether developing agriculture, whether developing other activities, you had to build in those organizations which can contribute to SaaS, which can contribute to fintech, which can contribute to agriculture modernization, which can bring in innovation into the ways in which we store grains, which bring in innovation towards building infrastructure in a place where you cannot bring in cranes and other things. The world of startups was brought in because of that. You need innovative solutions. So Government of India came supporting startups. Only 458 or 500 of them were there in 14, 15, 16. Till even say 17. Today 1 lakh of them are registered in this country. None of this Bihar is excluded. But is it getting the benefit is the question. Who's stopping a startup from here? Who's stopping an innovative irrigation project in a particular district is needed? Who's stopping it? Nobody. So in the last 10 years, what activity has happened? And that is why a white paper was laid on the Parliament. What did not happen in the previous 10 years, what should have happened but happened because of corruption and therefore didn't give us the result. And after coming, how much of effort it took a running order form. Example, the banks, commercial banks in India. 3 lakh crores profit today. 2013, they were all in difficulty. liquidity. They didn't have money to lend to small retail loans. Every year they would ask the government of India saying, give us developmental money because otherwise we can't lend to the customers who are coming. Lent more, money was not coming back. They didn't have money to do business, so government had to put more money. That mismatch created trouble for banks. Today all that has been corrected and the course has been, now they are making profit, they are getting into technology, they are doing global activities. All this is possible because a government which knew that unless India's course is corrected, growth is removed, Indian economy can't go forward. And in that process is what the white paper explains to us. How much of change was brought in, how many useless laws were removed, how many compliances were made easy, where it is not punishable with a jail, that was offense compounded, and so on. But if there is that Bihar didn't get its due from the center, that is, it's not right. I like to say, as much as any other state, Bihar has also received some assistance. Whether that is enough or not is not getting into that argument. But I'd like to give you some facts. Rightly, the freight equity was mentioned here. It certainly had a disastrous consequence on Bihar. And after that, the dreaded Jungle Raj had a detrimental effect on Bihar. So we, which all of you are aware of. I just look at the MSME related efforts which we have taken. I'll start with that. For Bihar, 20 lakh enterprises have registered in the Udyam portal in Bihar. Emergency credit line which was extended COVID lockdown so that no company is left without money in their hand, for which they didn't have to give additional collateral. Government of India stood sovereign guarantee. 7.84 lakh guarantees with loan amount guaranteed over 4,000 crores have been issued in Bihar for the benefit of MSMEs here. Also, the Credit Guarantee Fund Trust, which is the CGT MS, 3 lakh guarantees have been approved in Bihar and they amount to 19,330 crores, again done during COVID. Concessional credit under PM Mudra Yojana, Standard Swanidhi Yojana for small enterprises in Bihar. Mudra 2.3 lakh crores sanctioned to over 5 crore beneficiaries in Bihar. 5 crores under PM Mudra. Stand Up India 1,423 crores sanctioned to 7,500 entrepreneurs in Bihar. Swanidhi, 1 lakh street vendors have been supported in Bihar. And we have given a word in the Sankalp Patra of BJP that the amount limit which has been given will be enhanced in Mudra to 20 lakh. For rural Bihar, there are numerous central government schemes for farmers such as Matsya Sampada Yojana, the KCC. Many things benefit farmers directly. 75 lakh farmers in Bihar is supported by PM Kisan. Under the Matsya Sampada Yojana, 510 crores have been given as 50,000 fishermen families in Bihar were provided livelihood and nutritional support over the last 5 years. There are 25 lakh operative KCC accounts in Bihar, 18 lakh farmers in the Rashtriya Vocal Mission. Now come over to talking about food processing industries. PM formalization of micro food processing enterprise saw 9,057 micro food processing getting approval for financial assistance with credit-linked subsidies given to Bihar. PLI schemes for food processing industries. 8 food processing for a total of 457 crores. So, as I was saying earlier, entrepreneurs in Bihar should look at promoting food processing of Bihar's products such as makhana, milk, maize, and etc. I've repeatedly reminded audience about how Barauni fertilizer has been revived. 3,512 crores for producing urea. Infrastructure, I said, was one of the important things for industries look forward to. 6-lane bridge across Ganga connecting Diga and Sonepur is happening, and the Son River, on the Son River, Jharkhand is also approved. The bridge on that is also approved. In 2015, a special package for Bihar was announced, the Prime Minister's special package. A commitment of 2 lakh crore was announced for crucial sectors: transportation, education, health, and rural development. With strategic focus on infrastructure, fund allocation has happened for modernization of railways, highways, and airports. So without this, as was said by the earlier speaker, industry is not going to come. You need roads, we need bridges, we need efforts. Railways alone, 1,300 kilometers of rail tracks were commissioned since after 2014, and 95% of the routes are electrified. This is after 2014, not when you had your former Chief Minister as Rail Mantri. Record allocation of 10,032 crores for rail infrastructure is announced in our 2024-25, which is nearly 9 times more the average annual outlay, because between 2009 and 14, the average outlay was only 1,132 crores. I always repeat, 4 Vande Bharat Expresses have been introduced in Bihar. 92 stations, railway stations, are being renovated under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Station, Amrit Bharat Station upgradation scheme. And Patna Metro has been initiated, sanction has been made for 13,365 crores. Road connectivity. Since 2014, 3,470 kilometers of national highway is built in Bihar. Varanasi, Ranchi, Kolkata corridor, about which mention was made, is being built under Bharatmala Pariyojana for better road connectivity. 6 kilometers have also been built just in the last 3 years. So connectivity is being one of the priorities of Modi government. In order to have better education, better health, I like to highlight the fact that 5,478 smart classrooms have been built in elementary schools. 2,700 elementary schools have received these smart classrooms. 4,021 additional classrooms under Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. Kaushal Vikas Yojana, 6 lakh youths were trained and given training for employment purposes. Permanent campus of IIM Bodh Gaya, an academic and residential complex of IIT Patna have all been inaugurated. 3 crore Bihar citizens receive Ayushman Bharat cards, 5 lakh rupees annually for medical care. 8 medical colleges have been approved under the central sector schemes only for Bihar. And you know that above 70 years people receive Ayushman Bharat card from this budget year. Prashad scheme, particularly rich heritage, historical heritage in Bihar, Prashad scheme received 45 crores for the development of Patna Sahib Gurudwara, Vishnupad temple in Gaya. And 262 crores have been given for Swadesh Darshan scheme, so that the state government, no conditions added, the state government can decide which kind of circuits it wants to build for tourism development. 262 crores. You decide the route you want. We are not even telling you anything more on it. So with these, and also there is this one important thing which I'll add. 19,360 crores have been given to Bihar as interest-free 50-year loans. No money to be given back. 50 years, you don't need to give anything. No interest to be paid. You use it for creating assets of whatever you want. From 2021, this money is coming. This is the total which has come till now. You're welcome to do anything with it. So money is being given. Other than that, I can go on reading about how much of Jandan, how much Ayushman card. 3 crores I said about it. 1 crore Ujjwala, 8 crore PM Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, 74.6 lakh farmers, small farmers getting assistance. So we do look at the activities happening in Bihar which need immediate help. Districts which need attention because they are aspirational are also being given attention. We strongly believe that 2047 India can become developed only when eastern states like Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal and Orissa can be developed, not just developed, but to become engines of growth. So that is the approach Prime Minister Modi takes. So Bihar's interest, Bihar's leadership in terms of building better India will all be valued. And I think therefore it is important for Bihar Industries Association, and I say this with a lot of responsibility, not to throw the buck back at you. Bihar Industries Association will have to be proactive and approach industries anywhere else in this country or funds which are looking for locating activities somewhere. You should proactively go meet them and highlight which are those industries which can come to Bihar. Ensure that you have 100% electricity supply in the state, working together with the state government. Convince industries and investors that Bihar is the land of opportunities. You need them here. Infrastructure development is happening with central funds. Electricity generation is a priority for this country, particularly the renewable and hydro. Renewable, therefore hydro also. If there is industry association conscious of these, and I'm very clear you're very conscious because of the voice that you provided here, the representation that you've given here. I wish the Industry Association interacts with the state government and also with the central government to say that Bihar shall not wait any longer. Ensure law and order, ensure power supply, and be proactive to contact industry groups to say, I want this coming here because there is prospect. And it is only with that kind of energy can you draw industry. Not to say that nothing else will happen. Singarani came without anybody asking because PM kept saying, I want East to grow in such a way that they should be the many things like that are in PM's radar, and he shall definitely focus on that. But Bihar's own intelligentsia, Bihar's own thinkers, Bihar's own industry association should sit up. I'm happy you're giving me a memorandum. I will take it, I'll act on it, I will think about it, and whoever is going to prepare the July budget, I will give it. But I'm sorry, don't clap too quickly. I'm going to say something more on which you don't like me. But I don't mind, I will still say it. You give me the memorandum, I will certainly give it to whoever prepares the July budget, we'll all talk about it. But industry association, your business doesn't start and end in that. You go meet up with people and say, why Bihar should not get something? Why would you want to come and set a business here? Are you afraid of anything? No. We are providing law and order. Bihar is a different state now. If industry talks with industry, it's easy to convince. Global investors meet can be held any number of times by governments, and they should hold it. They should draw investors. But confidence comes only when the local industry is happy and secure. You stand up to say, yes, my Bihar is the place for action now. Then your friends will spread the word. Then you will have more people coming and keen to see where in Bihar they can do it. I want that momentum coming from Bihar Industries Association. I hope I'm not asking for too much, but we are all here to support Bihar. We want Bihar to gain its old glory. We should see you lead the country. Thank you very much.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मैडम। तर्कों तथ्यों और आंकड़ों के आधार पर आपके सारगर्भित संबोधन को सभी प्रिंट ऑफ फाइनेंस क्लास सुन रहे थे और बहुत सारी नई पुरानी बातें हमें जानने को मिली, बहुत सारे मिथक मिले और बहुत सारी आशाएं आने वाले समय के लिए आपने हमारे बीच जगाई हैं। हम भी बिहार इंडस्ट्री एसोसिएशन और बिहार की ओर से आपको शुभकामना देते हैं कि पुराने संसद भवन में जितने बजट आपने प्रस्तुत किए हैं उससे दुगने आप नए संसद भवन में प्रस्तुत करें। अगर छोटा सा प्रश्नोत्तर काल है, मैडम की बातों से आपको जो भी कुछ पूछना या कहना हो, अधिकतम 3 लोग, एक हमारे रमेश चंद्र गुप्ता जी हैं, 2 लोग और हो सकते हैं, ओपी सिंह जी हैं,